Have you ever wondered what games you should keep or you should lose? Find out here at Purge Reviews.
Spooky Manor was an add-on to Monsters on Board. I didn't really think a lot about the game. I was like, sure, that looks like a fun little game. And it is. It's a Halloween-themed game where you are in a haunted house and you're trying to scare away the pesky kids that are coming in. You'll be playing cards from your hand in order to build a spooky manor of yourself in order to put creeples out that will gain you points, etc. as you're going through. After you play a card, you'll be passing those on to other people. It's called drafting, and you'll be drafting cards in order to play them down in front of you. And each card does something relatively different, putting people out in different ways to score. You want to have this next to this card in order to score more points, etc. And the creeples will also score points for you as you're able to put these creepy little things that are in your color, and everybody's building their own spooky manor and see who has the spookiest manor when you're done. Really fun game. Now, the first time I played it, I was kind of like, I don't know about this one, so we kept playing it 2, 3, 4 times, and each time I played it, I kind of enjoyed it a little bit more. Knowing the cards and what you're going to be drafting, of course, that's always very helpful in a drafting game. The spooky nature and the Halloween theme really comes through, and I think that elevates the game as a Halloween game, something you might play annually, or even more often if you really like this kind of macabre theme that's going on here. This would actually end up being a winner for us, something that I feel like I'm liking the more plays I have. Where a lot of games, it's like the more plays I have, the less I like it. This one's been the opposite for me. Spooky Manor, I think, could have stood on its own 2 legs. It's a fun little game. One that you may have missed, one I highly recommend. You should run out and get this one. Here's Spook Manor, which comes in a nice square box. You can see the kids are walking in and there's spooky stuff everywhere. It's a nice little portable box there, to be honest. And I do like Final Frontier games and their components. In this one, you're going to get no insert here, but let's talk about what you do get. You're going to get a little player thing here. We'll use dry erase. I'm not crazy about this. It does work nice. I was always afraid this is going to run out of juice. You're going to get these creepies, which are kind of like monsters or ghosts or whatever you want to call them. They come in different colors, only silk screened on one side, which is fine because this is a cheaper little game. But they come in a variety of different colors. In addition, you're going to get a rule book, which we'll take a look at in a few minutes. And then you get these square cards. I'm not crazy about square cards. I just find them harder to shuffle, but they do work well in this game. You're going to have different pictures on these cards. Everything is kind of played for silliness more than it's going to be played for scariness, really. And you're going to have different icons on here, different little powers that'll activate. The cartoons on them don't really mean much, but they do add a lot of flavor to the game. The components are really nice. I like the way these feel. You do get a bunch of cards in this, and there's plenty to choose from. And it's a really, really good component list you have. Insert would have been nice, but this is where we have for this price point. Here's a rule book for a Spook Manor. Picture of the front of the book. You're going to have an introduction, components with no pictures, boo, and how the monsters set up for the game. You're going to have a gameplay over here as you're going through, and it will teach you how to score. So this is everything you need to know to learn how to play the game. And then the icons here. I wish some of the more icons would have been here. It would have just been like an exhaustive list, but you can kind of feel your way through it once you play. A lot of them are here, just not all of them. You're going to have how to gain VP at the end of the game and score the game, and then there's some solo rules that will be here in the back also, and then how you can score the solo rules. So the rulebook is very good, about 98% good. I just wish all the icons would have been an exhaustive list. I'm going to give you the quickest of overviews of how to play the game. So when you set this up, you're going to get the manor that will be set up like this. Everybody will get these randomized. They'll have different icons on them, and that will be important for end-of-game scoring, but it's also going to tell you how to score the game. So if you have any of these creeple guys left over in your lobby at the end of the game, they can be worth negative points. And if you're able to draw or create columns that are 6+, you're also going to get points here also. So everybody's going to shuffle up the deck of cards, and you're going to have 23 in your deck, and you're going to draw 4 cards. The main mechanic of the game is that you're going to play one of these down, and then you will shift these to the left. You will get 3 from your neighbor and draw 1 more for your deck, and that will continue on until there are 20 cards played into your lobby. So each of the cards you play are going to do something a little different. If it has an envelope on it like this, whatever color it is, you will grab a creeple of that color when you play it and put it in here. And then you can see I also have a creeple icon of a green guy. I don't get it for the green guy, I get it for the envelope, and that's added in. There's also victory points that are up here and other icons that might help you score over there. There are also cards like this that will score points. So you get 2 points if these icons are next to it. Everything is orthogonally adjacent. So I had this one here for the little eyes. It gives me 2 points. So at the end of the game, I'm going to score 2 points for each one of these eyeballs that are orthogonally adjacent to me. So as the game continues, I might want to put more and more eyeballs next to it. So at the end, I score more and more points. If I played this card here, sure, it'd be worth an additional 2 points at the end of the game because of that card, but I also would get a yellow and a red creeple to place here. So what do we do with creeples? You'll have cards like this that you'll play down. This one tells you that you're looking for 2 pairs, but they cannot be the same. So maybe and you can put creeples, you can take them off however you want, but I can put 4 different ones here. They just cannot be the same. So I could put these 3 here. I haven't scored it yet. So at the end of the game, let's say I didn't have any more creeples. So I have 3 on here, creeples. I'm going to score 9 points for it. So they'll have different ones like that also. Look here. This one says 2 ones, but they cannot be the same. If I have 1 here, it's worth 2 points and 1 would be 6. So let's just say I built this here and I put this guy here. I'm going to score 2 points for this and I'll score 9 for that one for a total of 11 plus 2 for this one. So 13, and that would be 15, plus the additional ones that you would have here. Now we'll continue on to completely drafting, and you have to look at every card and kind of see what they do. Some of them, like this one's going to give you points for having purple creeples next to it. So, you know, if you had a purple creeple here, this is a green one, that wouldn't give me any points, but if I could build that, I'll be able to do that. And that's how you're going to be doing as you build up your Spooky Manor. Who should buy this game? Anybody looking for a Halloween-themed game? You don't want to roll and move. You want something a little bit more. This has card drafting and different ways to score, but it's also kind of a simplistic game. The hardest part about this game is going to be the scoring, right? All the cards are going to score. Not all of them, but the cards are going to do different things and score differently. But if you can handle 7 Wonders, you definitely can handle this one. It's not any harder than that. If you like card drafting, if you like games that really you're kind of building your own thing up and competing against everybody else, so there's a lot of simultaneous play, not a lot of downtime to this, I think that's going to, and the runtime of the game is very, very good. I think this would be a big hit for you and a keeper for us.